Greetings and welcome, fellow pioneers, to another episode of Let's Play Anno 1404 Venice. We're still looking for a good island to settle for our Oriental settlement, while I was trying to regale the story of the
An
campaign.
island has been sighted. An island was settled by another player.
Alright, that's fine, that's an Occidental island, I guess. Fremont, alright, we settled this one. That's fine, there should be other islands that are of use. I mean, I can settle this one, it is big, so it would be suitable for an Oriental settlement, but I have no use for just silk and clay. Clay is useful, but I want spices. Only I had found Fremont sooner. Anyway, so Marie d'Artois has shown up, and she's all gung-ho for the Crusade, attacking Al-Zahir, and so we have to help Al-Zahir, which makes Marie d'Artois suspicious of our intent. Are we aiding the enemy?
You have sighted new land.
So we try to explain, no, look, things are not so cut and dry, Marie. But she doesn't believe us. At least she doesn't believe the plea by Al-Zahir. So we need to scramble to find the evidence we need for the... that Guy Fawkes is responsible for this and for the child trading stuff.
Another player has built an Oriental settlement.
Yes, I know.
You have discovered a building on an island.
Right, this island will do fine, and it also has Ibn al-Hakim, the Academy of Wisdom, which is fine because that potentially can give us some useful stuff. We just need to claim it real quick. Go away, go away, go away.
You have discovered a building on an island.
Caravanserai.
An island has been sighted.
Well, that's more spices and sugar, I guess. We also have this one, more spices. Ooh, useful. Carpet materials. I mean, we need indigo for other stuff as well, but I mean, we could even set up an entire book production section with all this water. We'll fight you.
Discovered a building on an island.
Ooh, it has the assassins? Oh, yeah, it does. Well, we'll see. Just upgrade stuff. Here we go. This can be taxed. First order of business is setting up food production. But let's also expand our cider production because we probably will run out of that sooner rather than later. I do have a consumption calculator if I need it, but I wanna spend too many minutes trying to figure that out because that means jotting down the amount of population you need for stuff. And it's a useful tool, but it's not a very fun tool to use. So, just get on with the basics here. There. That should be enough to get you happy with your clothing desire. You also need spices. And let's start upgrading some more houses so we can get... Let's see how far that stretches us. Right, you have arrived. Good. I claim this island for the grand nation of Leotopia.
Ah, you ventured into southern regions. Have you...
Shut up. I mean, I like Dwarfborough, but he is
Anyone
at
who
times a
comes
little
in
bit
peace
condescending.
is welcome.
Need more honor, though. Yeah. In case anyone was wondering about my level of disease, I'm recording these after all the episodes with all the Dungeons 4 episodes 7 through 12. So if you're wondering why I'm sounding a little bit better here, but still a little bit sniffly and a little bit stuffy, that's because. Anyway, my goal here is to unlock the tools production. That requires 240 citizens. Do I reach that with my current thing? Nope. Need more. Right. We also need just 4 citizens overall, so just build out a bit. Use all that wood we are using. Let's stop by Venice for a bit. They also sell tools. I don't think Northborough has fully restocked their tools.
How are
There's also a whole web of diplomacy that we could follow. And I could ask for quests, but I'm currently not interested in getting quests. Alright, need to upgrade one more house. Then we should be good. We might also need another fishing shack.
Don't be shy. You've earned a reward for your exceptional exploits.
That's one of the silliest achievements this game has. Alright, also let us make this road paved, so the wood production is a little bit more obedient.
It is the Emperor's express wish that you deal with this.
Fine. I hate quests that just quests are raw good. Never what good I have easily in store. And I don't want to overbuild facilities just for the off chance that we might get that. Alright, peasants reproduce faster. Your lord demands it. See, oh, we have 2 coal deposits. That's kinda useful. I mean, we can't use it for a good while. Also, let's start selling our clothing. I'd sell the cider, but it's barely worth anything. Right, so we need to start thinking about setting up a settlement over here. I'll use too much of that. And we still need one directly on that. This facility.
We are very much obliged to you.
Right. As
A
if you
player
don't.
has opened up new land.
Dang it. Well, we're going to war at some point, so should prepare for that. I think I'm gonna take down Kai Focus first. I want to make sure that I'm not gonna piss off Gavin Langston at the same time.
Business is business.
Yes. Of course, that does require that I build weapons, which is something I cannot do at this present time. Right. You have cider, you have fish. Right. Do I have... I don't have any hemp yet. Part of the reason why waiting for this kind of stuff annoying is because raw resources tend to not be brought into the warehouse until they have over half their stock available. Usually it's only moved through the needs of the this building. But we do want to do the quest because we need the honor. I'm not entirely sure why a ship would need just some bales of hemp, but I'm not gonna question Lord Northborough's command. So let's do one more.
You have more buildings available.
There. Now we can start setting up production. I'll have to do it this way. And a charcoal burner's hut. This one doesn't need quite as much wood, but that's still at 100%, that's fine. Iron smelter. And that's fine. Money is a little bit tight, but that's okay. Right, so setting up a
This
Oriental
choice of
settlement.
buildings should help you to find your feet here in the Orient.
I'm thinking this section of the island should probably be focused on. That's gonna be tricky either way. But I do need the Oriental settlements. Let's just that set up. I keep distracting myself from telling the tale, the campaign. Trying to measure things out. Let's just get a couple of settlements in here.
Ah, what have you got to report? I'm delighted to see that you've taken up this important...
Right, I've got to label
This
the ship.
ship's crew can be trusted implicitly.
They better be. Anyway, so a whole series of quests goes about in which we find the evidence for a deal between Guy Fawkes and the pirates, which we then manage to bring to Marie d'Artois under a ruse of a white flag, which for some reason is honored. If I was Guy Fawkes, I would not allow that, but I guess because she is technically still in command of the Crusaders. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So, she sees the evidence and is swayed by it. She sees that it is wrong to have got on this crusade, and she tries to flee, or to come to our side. This doesn't quite work, and Marie is wounded in the process. And, you know, really badly wounded too, since she instantly has a bandage across her head, and she talks in a really stilted James T. Kirk-like fashion, which is both amusing and very annoying, because she keeps doing it for the next mission afterwards as well. In any case, with the help of Marie's ships that are now converted to my cause, and also I now have to pay for, thanks Marie, we defeat Guy Fawkes and his entire fleet, which leaves the crusade essentially dead in the water. Quite literally. Now, as soon as this is done, Marie does realize that we have essentially just asked for the wrath of the Cardinal Lucius, who, as it happens, just sails into the region to see how the crusade is going. He sees all the ships sinking or burning, all the men dead, and he vows vengeance on those that caused this, because he instantly knows that it was us, because he sees us sailing away, I guess. And he chases after us with his fleet. Which follows the next... one of the dumbest missions in the entire campaign, in my opinion. And I do say it's my opinion. We just make it a correct opinion, but it's still my opinion. In which we have to defend one of Marie's islands from the attacks by Cardinal Lucius. Now, this is a scenario that you're not allowed to win, even though you can actually win the scenario that you're not allowed to win. Why, you may ask? Well, because essentially the Cardinal is trying to take over the main island for Marie d'Artois by use of land forces. Now, combat in Anno games is always a bit naff, but you know, it's functional. It does not, however, mean that you cannot just use the system against itself. And it's essentially, there's a process of landing on an island if you don't have a port there already. And you can very easily bottle up the enemy at the beach and prevent it from doing any real harm. Now, this is not technically the most ideal situation, but it is doable. But in order to get all the prestige from that particular mission, you kinda have to play badly, as in you have to allow the Cardinal to actually land. Which, also his landing castle is invulnerable, which is just totally unfair. In any case, that's neither here nor there. Let's see, this island also has stone. So set up a stone quarry. That's probably not the best place to do that. Set it up over here. There. We just want some stone and wood production on this island. And grow the community of... We need to keep our population happy, well fed. And also, I need a church on this side, so, you know, sorry, peasants, you're evicted. I think that's all the items we need. Now that we have a secure supply of tools, we should be able to start claiming some other islands. Also, I will allow my peasants to now upgrade themselves for a bit. So, anyway, the battle does not go well. And eventually we are pushed off the island by the help of Al-Sahir, who sends a fleet to help rescue us. And in the follow-up of that mission, essentially Marie d'Artois heads back to the homeland where we started in the very first mission, while we take refuge with all the other refugees among the courts of Al-Sahir. And you know, it's fine for a bit and all that, but it turns out, actually, we're in the same region where the Emperor is currently receiving a medical treatment. As well as Northborough is being held prisoner in the same region. What a coincidence! So we need to rescue Northborough. Also, this mission, we're only allowed access to the, or we essentially only get to play with the Oriental buildings. Which is a neat challenge, although not that difficult. Yeah. Right, so we are looking for an island where we can set up our beer production. I think this one was it. I mean, I'll take both of these islands. This Volcano Island. Is there a better island to set up? You know, this island probably wouldn't do badly. Yes. Some iron, some bear caves. I mean, I still want this island for beer. But we need an island also for bread. I kind of want those islands to be separate so that I can not be confused about the amount of grain farms I need. Of course, I could always buy the fertility for grains for this island, but I kind of don't want to put them on this island because I need the population space. Because we might need to move production buildings such as the cider farms and the hemp production off to a different island.
You have more buildings available.
So that we have more room for buildings. For now, however, this is fine.
Your town is coming along splendidly.
Indeed. We already have 2 ranks. I don't think I've ever managed to get
An
up to
island was
cosmopolitan.
settled by another player.
You bastard! Fine, I'll take Volcano Island.
My highest esteem.
Right. We'll just set up a little bit of wood production here. And some stone production. I can have that settled. Anyway, so we free Northborough from his prison, and he's imprisoned by the assassins. But they don't feel too bad about it, luckily. And then we concoct a cure for the Emperor, who turns out as being poisoned by Cardinal Lucius. Who could have thunk it? I mean, Cardinal Lucius already looks like the most evil person you could think of. So he's immediately suspicious. Anyway, so that happens, and then Northborough and I set off back home to help Marie d'Artois deal with Cardinal Lucius, who surely must be almost defeated by now. After all,
The settlement of another player has advanced.
that's quick. As it was such an accomplished military commander, you know, he can't have been so easily defeated, can she? Well, as it turns out, she is not that accomplished. And she is easily defeated. The original islands lie in ruins. Also, I forgot to mention, Northborough was essentially at the start of in the first mission. It was building the monumental cathedral. Basically in the first stages and all that. That has been reset to first stage, even though we had reached the second stage already. But never mind that. Apparently, that's something you can do. It is something you can do with military invasion. There's no time to think about that because Lucius somehow has managed to get it into his head that if he builds the cathedral before us, then he wins. Which is not how that works. That's not how any of this works. Now, there is no point in trying to compete with Lucius on the martial level, because he's just got way too many ships. So, we're not going to. That the entire mission is focused on building up your cathedral. Which is fine. We also have to rebuild the cathedral city, as well as your old settlement, which has been burned to the ground. Also, you have to support Marie d'Artois, because she apparently cannot do anything herself. Which kinda grates on me a little bit. At least she doesn't talk with the James T. Kirk style voice anymore, but I have to give her everything. I have to give her food, tools, rope, weapons. I'm thinking, your island has iron mines. You are using them, I can see that. Why can you not build weapons? In any case, and thanks to a little bit of help and skullduggery from our Oriental allies, we managed to undermine the efforts of Lucius, who also keeps sending spies into our settlement to blow stuff up and so on, which isn't very nice.
Good. Good. It's a deal.
And eventually you manage to beat him to building the cathedral. And everybody rejoices. Except for course Lucius, who sends his entire fleet after us in an effort to make us go dead.
You shall hear from me. Just the way I like.
Yeah. His grand attack
An
fails.
inferno is destroying your settlement.
Ah, dang it. I know, but I could wait a little bit longer before that was be a thing. Alright. Go forward a little bit. Yeah, on this difficulty, buildings will deteriorate or catch on fire. Well, we have fire stations we can deploy. Alright, Volcano Islands of mine. And so we finally wind up destroying Lucius's flagship and dragging him in front of the Emperor, who declares that a new era of peace will arise between the Occident and the Orient. And then the campaign is over. Such a grand tale being told there. I still do not know what the whole point of the Crusade was. It doesn't matter, right? Right.
You are far too intelligent to refuse this assignment.
That's not so difficult. Our ship is already on the way back. I think we have that in stock.
A good deal.
Alright, so my next goal is to get a small shipyard set up. But in order to do that, I need to have my rope production started. So we can start building up a
Use the building
the spices
plans
and
I
all that,
gave you.
but I
Some
also...
of those houses look rather dilapidated.
Oh,
You should
shut up.
repair them.
I will work on that. I need more nomads. Dang it. Stop pausing while I'm trying to place buildings. Ugh, leave that to
Fire
this.
is raging in your settlement.
Again? On the other side. Of course on the other side.
Game saved. You have more buildings available.
Right, so now we can build
Your
spices and
town
stuff.
is growing more and more impressive.
Indeed. And
A sandstorm is blowing over an island.
Pedigree Hill, that's not my island, so that doesn't matter. I mean,
What would
it
you
sucks for
like?
Guy Farkas, I guess, but... Alright. We need to find 5 fish, a 6-sider. To your warehouse. Well, luckily, we're just across the pond.
You really did. The Council of Ten appreciate.
And he gives us... Well... That's probably better if I push it over there. And that'll do for this episode. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time. If you enjoyed my content, please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all then. Bye!